Hi, this is Indranil and you are watching Business Bites in our channel The Spotlight News, India's first online business news channel. In today's Business Bites, first news we have, after iPhone, Tata Electronics will now build phones for Xiaomi and OPPO. Second news we have, PhonePe's e-commerce venture Pincode is now live with 15 minutes deliveries. Third news we have, stockbroking platform Groww to come with IPO to raise around $700 million US. Fourth news we have, Lenovo Group to double their smartphone and laptop production in India. And fifth news we have, Johnson & Johnson to acquire Intra-Cellular Therapies Inc. for about $14.6 billion US. In first news, after manufacturing of iPhone for Apple, Tata Electronics will now build phones for Xiaomi and OPPO. Tata Electronics is in talks with Xiaomi and OPPO to begin contract manufacturing for the Chinese smartphone companies. Presently, Tata Electronics make enclosure for iPhone, which is increasingly a Foxconn-like model, and now they are looking to move up the value chain by producing components like camera and display modules for smartphone players. Tata Electronics' strategy may be to build the manufacturing maturity and ecosystem which is necessary to support multiple technology giants and to establish themselves as a key player in the global electronics supply chain. On the other side, Vivo and contract manufacturer Dixon is setting up a joint venture for manufacturing of electronics devices, which also includes smartphones, where Dixon will hold 51% stake while Vivo India will be with 49% stake as per a regulatory filing. Dixon is becoming very big in this contract manufacturing segment, which will help them in getting more and more selling power with better rates. As per 2024 end, the market share for Xiaomi including Poco stood at 12%, while Vivo's market share was 17% and Oppo stood at 11%. In second news, PhonePe's e-commerce venture Pincode is now live with 15 minutes deliveries. After exiting the government-backed Open Network for Digital Commerce, that is ONDC, last year, PhonePe's e-commerce venture Pincode has fully pivoted to the quick model and they are now live in cities like Bengaluru, Mumbai, Pune, New Delhi, Hyderabad and Varanasi with 15 minutes deliveries. The company is presently having around 10 to 15% areas covered in these cities, what they are planning to extend by about 25% in these markets in the next couple of weeks. Pincode has launched their hybrid model where they are doing deliveries on the company's fleet on the ground team as well as partnering with kiranas and modern retail stores instead of operating through dark stores. And they has onboarded logistics services of Swiggy, Shadowfax and LoadShare for deliveries. PhonePe is aiming to cover these 6 cities fully with their quick commerce service during the April to June quarter, and their own fleet on street team has been moved to Pincode as per their long-term focus in the business. In third news, stockbroking platform Groww is in talk to come with IPO to raise around $700 million US. For the potential IPO of the company Groww, they could value themselves at around $6 to $8 billion US, which is more than double of their valuation in 2021 with $3 billion US. The 8-year-old startup Groww will also be the first key player in the wealth tech ecosystem to go public, as the leading company in the segment Zerodha has chosen to stay away from venture funding. The Bengaluru-based company Groww recently completed the flip back of the parent entity to India from the US to facilitate their India listing. In 2021, Paytm, run by 197 Communications, was the first fintech to debut on the public market with $2.5 billion IPO, while GoDigit General Insurance was the last major venture-funded fintech startup to go public in 2024. In fourth news, China's Lenovo Group to double their smartphone and laptop production in India. Lenovo has been rapidly scaling up their production in India after participating in the government's Production Linked Incentive Scheme, that is PLI, and aiming to promote local manufacturing to reduce their dependency on import, where they have produced 6.4 million units of smartphones and laptops in financial year 2024. Lenovo India has so far achieved 100% local production for their smartphones brand Motorola. Lenovo, dual headquartered in Beijing and North Carolina in the US, presently produces laptops and desktops at their company-owned plant in Puducherry, and that facility will also be used for producing AI servers, while homegrown contract manufacturer Dixon Technologies produces their Motorola brand of smartphones, tablets, and laptops. Lenovo India, which sells computers, reported a 14% decline in sales in financial year 2024 with 10,874 crore revenue with a net profit of 100 crore, which was also down by 3%. As a whole, Lenovo Group has posted a sales of 17,090 crore in financial year 2024, which includes their smartphone business. The company is aiming the top 3 computer brands in India. However, Motorola has yet to rank among the top 5 smartphone brands in India. And in fifth news, Johnson & Johnson to acquire Intra-Cellular Therapies Inc. for about $14.6 billion. The company Intra-Cellular develops new treatments for mental health disorders and neurological conditions and is currently working on a drug for major depressive disorder, which is in their late-stage trials. Recently, Intra-Cellular entered into a settlement with Sandoz to resolve patent litigation related to Caplyta, which is the medication for bipolar depression, and Caplyta generates an estimated sales of $675 million last year. Johnson & Johnson has seen the potential for the therapy to reach around $5 billion as annual revenue, as before the acquisition plan, they were keeping a close watch on the company, and both the companies have neuroscience drugs with minimal overlap. The acquisition is expected to complete by the latter part in this year, where this deal is biotech's biggest in more than a year. And this acquisition also underscores how healthcare deals are ramping up again after a slowdown in 2024 when big pharma players slowed a post-pandemic deal-making rush. So these were the top 5 business newses from Business Bytes in our channel, The Spotlight News, India's first online business news channel. So thank you very much for watching Business Bytes and signing it off.